Seahawks fans, buckle up, because what's happening right now could change the entire season. A rookie is stealing the spotlight. Veterans are finally hitting the field, and the defense is facing a shock that could shake the team to its core. Every update is a potential game changer, and today, we break down the moves, the plays, and the drama that's got the Seahawks world buzzing. Stay with me. This is pure football adrenaline, and it's just getting started. Seahawks Nation, can you feel it? The energy around this team is electric, like a storm about to hit, and every little update could flip the season upside down. We're talking about a rookie already stealing the spotlight, two offensive stars finally stepping onto the field, and a defense facing an absence that could shake the entire rotation. Oh, and don't forget, the hometown hero joining a position battle that's on fire. Every detail this week matters, and it's the kind of chaos that makes preseason feel like the real deal. Let's start with the name that's lighting up every conversation. Rookie Jalen Milroe. If you watched him at Alabama, you know he wasn't just a mobile QB, he was a playmaker with the instincts to improvise under pressure. But now in Seattle, he's showing that his arm is just as dangerous as his legs. In his preseason debut against the Las Vegas Raiders, Milroe didn't just look good, he dominated the second half. CBS Sports ranked him the #4 preseason rookie QB, right behind names like Jackson Dark, who's already pushing for a starting job with the Giants, and Shedeur Sanders, who shredded the Panthers' defense. Ahead of him was Cam Miller from the Raiders, who carved up our defense like butter. And yet Milroe's performance made everyone take notice. He displayed speed, strength, and poise that made it clear he's not afraid to make the right decision under pressure. Most of his throws were simple, high-percentage completions. But then came the moment that had the stadium buzzing. A pinpoint dart over the middle to fellow rookie Ricky White 3. He threaded the ball through the tiniest window, a throw only a quarterback with vision and confidence could make. That's the kind of play that screams high ceiling, future starter potential. Now, we haven't seen him take deep shots yet, but that could come against the Kansas City Chiefs when Sam Darnold and the starters are expected to get into rhythm. Milroe might see less playing time there, so the final preseason game against the Packers could be the real test. A strong showing there could put him ahead of Drew Lock for the QB2 job, a twist nobody expected just a few weeks ago. This isn't just about flashy plays. A performance like that forces the coaches to rethink the depth chart and consider new ways to build the roster for Week 1. If Milroe keeps this up, the Seahawks might have found a QB2 who isn't just a backup, but a game changer. Seahawks fans, what do you think? Could Jalen Milroe really beat out Drew Lock for the QB2 job? How high is his ceiling in this offense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let me know how confident you are in this rookie taking the next step. While Jalen Milroe is stealing headlines, he's far from the only story in Seattle. The Seahawks offense is in full-on transformation mode, and this preseason is a stress test like no other. John Schneider has been hard at work reshuffling pieces, and the results are starting to show. The team is rolling with a new offensive coordinator, Clint Kubiak, a fresh O-line coach, John Benton, and some serious firepower added to the roster. The biggest news? Sam Darnold is in town after a standout season with the Vikings, signing a 3-year deal worth over $100 million. And he's not coming alone. Super Bowl 56 champion Cooper Kupp joins him on a 3-year, $45 million contract. The expectation is clear. Both Darnold and Kupp will make their Seahawks debut soon, and head coach Mike McDonald confirmed it. If the Chiefs play their starters, the Seahawks won't hold back either. This is going to be a real measuring stick for the offense. Against the Raiders, Drew Lock and Jalen Milroe split snaps, with Noah Horton and Jake Bobo leading the receiving core. But soon, we'll see Darnold and Kupp in action together, and that's a whole new level of playmaking. When you combine this much talent against a reigning AFC champion, the game changes completely. But it's not all sunshine for Seattle. The defense is facing a real concern with second-year linebacker Tyrese Knight. He's been battling a knee issue in training camp and sat out against the Raiders. That alone is one thing, but after the game, Coach McDonald dropped a bomb. Knight is dealing with an undisclosed medical issue that could keep him out for weeks. Officially, he's expected back for the opener against the 49ers on September 7th, but the vague language, medical issue, and a few weeks has fans worried. Knight is young, talented, and already shown he can handle pressure. In 2024, he stepped up when Baker and Dodson went down, forming a solid partnership with Ernest Jones. The plan for 2025 was to keep that duo intact. But now, everything is uncertain. If Knight can't return in time, Drake Thomas is next in line. Thomas and Patrick O'Connell started against the Raiders and played most of the first half. Thomas stood out with quick reads, smart tackles, and 5 key stops, showing he's ready to step into the spotlight if needed. Seattle's offense is buzzing with excitement, but the defense has a question mark that could change how Week 1 unfolds. Every position, every player, every snap matters, and this is the kind of tension that makes preseason feel like a playoff game. Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. How excited are you to see Sam Darnold and Cooper Kupp on the field together? And how worried are you about Tyree Knight's injury? Comment below with your thoughts, predictions, and confidence level. Let's talk all things Seahawks before Week 1 kicks off. O'Connell showed flashes of skill, but he also got caught on a couple of plays. He gave up a big touchdown to tight end Ian Thomas, and a sideline catch went right past him. Still, in other situations, he looked calm, steady, and reliable. That's why Coach McDonald will likely lean on Drake Thomas as the primary fill-in at linebacker if Tyree Knight can't go. In this defense, linebacker roles are flexible but demand perfect reads and sharp execution, so every mistake is magnified. Behind Thomas and O'Connell, there's a group of young linebackers, Derek Jackson, Michael Dowell, and Josh Ross. These are promising athletes, full of raw talent, but they're still developing the instincts and timing needed to face elite offenses. When the Seahawks open against stars like Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle, potential alone won't cut it. Amid all this linebacker drama, Seattle made another roster move. The team released UTFA corner Kim Alexander and signed linebacker Alfonso Tupala. At first glance, it might seem minor, but it's significant. Tupala is a hometown hero, a Federal Way native, University of Washington standout, and key player in the Huskies' run to the 2023 national title game. He had a tryout at rookie mini camp in May, but didn't stick. Now, with linebacker depth in question, he's back at the perfect moment. Over 3 years at Washington, Tupala racked up 221 tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 8 sacks, and 1 interception, stats that show he can make plays. He's now the only UTFA linebacker on the roster alongside Jackson and is likely to see snaps against the Chiefs. On the other hand, Alexander struggled after joining in July, even giving up a deep touchdown against the Raiders. This move sends a clear message. No roster spot is safe, and the Seahawks will do whatever it takes to improve depth. When you connect the dots, a bigger picture emerges. Milroe could be more than just a promising rookie. He might be Seattle's QB too. Darnold and Kupp are about to put the new offense to the test. Knight's uncertain status opens the door for Thomas. Tupala is walking into a high-stakes position battle that could define his career. And all of this is happening just days before facing Patrick Mahomes. Even though it's preseason, these matchups and moves are the measuring sticks for who's ready to battle the league's elite. Every rep, every snap, every roster decision is shaping the Seahawks' identity for 2025. Preseason doesn't count in the standings, but for the players fighting for spots and the fans tracking every development, it defines roles, sparks competition, and reveals potential game changers. Seahawks fans, I need your take. Has Milroe done enough to lock in as Darnold's backup? Can Thomas hold it down if Knight can't play? And could Tupala seize this shot to cement his roster spot? Drop your answers in the comments, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. We're riding every twist and turn of this season together. Let's go, 12s. Go Hawks!